Hello, camera. You cost me a lot of money. I bet some people died making you. You know how the Empire State Building was, this building? It is the tallest building in New York. People died making it. Hey, camera. Do you know about Jesus? Jesus was the King of Kings. Hey, camera. If science is true, then why do we revolve around the sun? If the sun is a nuclear explosion, then why doesn't it lose weight? If we've been on this planet for 50,000, 500,000 years, why doesn't the planet explode? Why doesn't the sun lose weight from nuclear explosioning and then the planet explodes? If I can really die from cigarettes, why don't you just treat me like you're God? Why don't you treat me like you're God and make me live forever? If computers are really the only way to judge human existence, why is my mom a facile cog in the machine? Why are you making me worship you, television? Why do I worship the television? Why do I spend every night of every day staring at the computer when I could be working? Why is it important that we leave a legacy for our children? Why is it important that we have children? Okay, does camera technology and televisions get better and more advanced? Or do the old forms of media degrade over time? And we have to keep buying new products in order to keep up with the Joneses. If I were to buy a gold watch, would it become less gold over time? If I were to stare at the camera, would I love the camera? A Muslim once told me, that which you spend time on becomes your God. In that respect, I guess computers are my God. Are computers your God, camera? Do you worship the camera? Am I worshiping you right now? Or perhaps alcohol is my God. Perhaps the way in which we communicate with each other is flawed. When you see a woman and you hold a woman, it feels good, but you cannot hold a computer. Or can you? Perhaps we should invent ways in which we can hold the computer. Perhaps I should trim my mustache. Am I vain for staring into the mirror like this? and recording myself for thousands of years of generations to see? Am I vain for knowing that I am? Well, Jesus never lived, but if he did live, would I be him? Is the entire Bible an allegory about how I control all mankind? And I say mankind because men are the dominant species of the planet. Women are subservient to a man's wishes. We make women make glasses and tall skyscrapers. We make women go to war to fight for oil. They claim they do so willingly in the name of equality. But perhaps this is all an illusion. Perhaps this is a hologram. And by making this video, am I forcing my future self, which will be housed in a human body dissimilar from my own? Look at my flawed teeth. Look at how I somehow exist with this savage deformity. And if I were to apply for a job, they would look at me and they would say, "You're racist, you are sexist, you are homophobic, and this is all because you are ugly, because there's no such thing as ugly person's rights. There's no respect for the ugly." And perhaps all of my mental illness is as a result of me being ugly. Perhaps I was in high school and someone said, "Hey, look at that ugly guy. I'm a scientist. I know chemistry. As a chemist, I can design a substance that will shatter this minds because I am all powerful. I have the power to influence people with my perspective. And I am privileged with time and money to create art. I am privileged to help the needy, yet I spend my time and energy helping no one. Perhaps I am like the people in the past who were brought to a land where they said, "You are just a drain on the resources of our society, and resources are scarce now, and now we must exterminate the people who take from us, who take and do not give back." Perhaps I am, how do you say, a duck. Can you see the camera in my glasses? Can you see how I am worshipping a fallen god who has fallen from Olympus? The Iliad and the Odyssey, works of fiction which are difficult to read and hard to enjoy, but you must enjoy them. You must enjoy them in order to appear intelligent. You must enjoy science. You must enjoy a system which does not make sense. For if the placenta is attached to the uterus is... What is the uterus? The uterus is something made specifically for the manifestation of mental illness. And what is mental illness but a heart attack, a diseased liver, part of the brain that no longer wishes to communicate with the heavenly creatures? They fly above us. They say to us, "Why are you listening to me? Why don't you listen to God?" But I am your God. I am God on the cross. I am God for all the people. And the police will rush in if I keep this up. The police will say, "What are you doing, Ben? Are you telling people the truth?" Yes, we know about you. We know how you film the side of your head. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself rant. Will anyone understand you? Will anyone give you money? Give you power? My friends say they wish I had power. They wish to give me power, for they think I'm a good person. But with the power, then the eugenics start. That is when we began experimenting with the human flesh. The flesh is weak. It bends to the will of the hard metal. The metal is something that, well, we all know what metal does to flesh. We all know what heat does to ice. We all know what beer does to sobriety. And marijuana, if you were to smoke marijuana, would you be happy to live in your cave? Plato's cave, the Republic. It was known to the early Egyptians as something we must steal from the Romans. And they said to the Romans, "Give us your Plato's cave, the Republic, and we will give you Sumerian brandy." And the bartender said to me, "You look good for your age," implying I was old. But I am speaking, but no one is around. Therefore, I am worshipping the computer. We must worship that which we do not understand. Do you understand me, Internet? Can anyone understand?